Once upon a time, there was a little boy called Howard who loved writing stories.
Little Howard dreamed of being a writer, and so he sat and wrote every night. But everything he wrote was fucking shite, yeah. Wubba-dubba-doo, wubba-dubba-doo. Worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world. He's a stupid, suck-ass, rubbish writer.
Hello and welcome to The Worst Writer in the World with me, Rufus, and...
Howard Long, here he is. He's really good.
That's your second theme tune so far on this episode, isn't it?
Oh my God.
The second one was more complimentary. The first one's all like, he's rubbish. And the second one's, he's brilliant.
Yeah.
Instantly, both written and sung by you.
I am a famous self-negger.
And just proof that it works, you sleep with yourself every night.
That's right, I do. And sometimes I'm really mean to my penis, and sometimes I'm very nice to it.
I'm lost. Thank you to the British Comedy Guide for hosting this show. Thanks to our lovely patrons on Patreon for supporting this show. And thanks to you for listening to this show.
Hooray!
Now, Howard, this is the final episode of Siege that we're about to listen to.
Oh, I refuse to believe that.
So we'd better get a pretty clear plot so far for them, catch them all up, and all the millions of exciting things that have been happening.
Okay.
So, number one, I was going to say the bad guys, but that's inaccurate, isn't it? The baddies.
Yes, because feminist Howard Long decided to make women evil.
That had never happened before. No one had ever said a negative word about women, but then Howard was like, hang on, this isn't feminism. Just saying women are good all the time. I'm going to make them evil.
Yeah.
So the baddies are a race of evil woman aliens called the Aranthrans, and their leader is called Lady Amantha, which is just a wonderful piece of writing. Lady Amantha of the Aranthrans is excellent.
Yeah.
They have come to Earth, scanned it, and gone, oh, that looks marvellous. That looks great. Oh, look, it's only got 3 intelligent life forms, and 4 of them are monkeys.
Yeah.
Right.
And its space entral layer is only slightly damaged. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's ideal for their purposes. The only trouble is all the humans. So they've got to get rid of them somehow. What shall we use? Shall we use our genocide bag or our blue beam that brings toasters to life?
Toaster! Let's do the toaster beam.
Do the toasters, because otherwise this story's going to be over too quickly, isn't it?
You know, if you're just going to open a bag and kill everyone, there's nothing Doctor Who can really do.
So because they took the slow version, they also needed some kind of cover for themselves. They can't just buy a house and write evil alien Aranthran women on the front, right? That's a dead giveaway. So instead of that, they bought a TV station and called it Aranthran TV.
Yeah.
Much more subtle. Right. So while they're sitting in their TV station, up to whatever it is they're doing, probably making bad TV, they seem complicit in bad TV, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Certain people are starting to get suspicious. Sir John Caulfield goes to investigate, gets killed.
Oh.
Haley goes to investigate, gets killed. Doctor Who gets suspicious, goes to investigate, gets shot, catches bullets in his mouth, gets lasered, and then teleported to receiving room K, I believe. So Doctor Who got put in a cell, and eventually he managed to escape. It took him a long time, but he did eventually manage to escape.
By singing the right song.
Yeah. Well, he's Doctor Who. You know, he's resourceful, he's cunning. Sooner or later, he will work out which song to sing to a door to make it open. He'll get there. So he escaped and ran straight to Plant Zone. And I assume he's on the Aranthran spaceship at the moment, right? Because they beamed him up from the TV station to what we assume is the spaceship.
Right.
And that's got a Plant Zone in it.
Plant Zone got a mention, but Doctor Who's not quite reached Plant Zone.
Okay.
Basically, 2 men with the names Man A and Man B
Yes.
are so proud of Plant Zone and what a great store it is. They're like, Doctor Who's bound to go to Plant Zone. No one can resist the lures of Plant Zone.
He'll be straight in there. And we all know what happens in Plant Zone, but of course we don't.
We don't.
So let's get on with the episode and find out what's going to happen to Doctor Who and if he will or will not make it to Plant Zone with his bricks or whatever. Right, so Doctor Who is running away from guards. The Doctor runs off again. He turns a corner to be faced by 2 guards. They fire immediately, and the Doctor only just manages to dodge all the fire. He runs off. The guards in pursuit. He is chased for an awful long time. I think that's because we're about to run out, and you've gone, wow, this episode's too short.
Is this the end of it, then?
This is the end of
this
episode
where it gives
2.
up? Oh, okay.
No, this is the end of episode 2. Well, we still got.
So I'm ending on a really exciting chase sequence with the,
there's
with the
loads
description. Doctor Who runs for an awful
long time, yeah. Until he ducks into a doorway. Then quickly types in the code. He gets inside the room and the door closes. Just as the guards arrive and pass. We see the Doctor. He looks around. He is in a long corridor. You have understood that much of Doctor Who happens in corridors, right? And you've gone, right, I better put a lot of corridors in. He is in a long corridor. He sets off along it.
Longingly.
We see the Aranthran control room. All the Aranthrans are at work. All 3 of them. We see the Aranthran control room. All the Aranthrans are at work. All 3 of them.
One of them isn't.
The voice of the secretary rings out. Who was the secretary? The body has not returned. Are there any more orders? Yes. Lady Amantha wishes that you see her immediately. See her? Why can she not talk to me over the voice transmitter? She has something important to discuss with you. It's death, right? She wants to kill her. Yes, something about promotion. I'll be over in a few minutes. Over. It's weird. It's just over because he's on a thing, but I'll be over in a few minutes. Over.
Over. Yeah. Over. It just kind of like suggests that the spaceship's kind of parked on Earth.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Absolutely. And they're using walkie-talkies.
Yeah. I'll be over in a sec.
Over.
Coming over.
Roger.
Ping pong.
I'm here.
Come here. I have arrived for my promotion. Just go in the execution room and you'll get it.
Yeah. Is that where we usually do promotion? Aranthran C leaves the room. We see the Doctor. He arrives at a door. It swings open. The Doctor enters. The door closes. Excellent bit of description there. He is in a room with a glass-domed roof. It looks out into space. The room is filled with vegetable life. Guess where he is? There is a plant person here. The plant person sells him another plant person for some bricks. Right. Filled with vegetable life. The Doctor begins to make his way through it. After some time, the plants start to take swipes at him until he is being whipped by all the plants. After some time, the Doctor is also very haggard.
They've got whips, then?
Yeah. There's a
They're
load
like
of plant...
trees with whips.
There's a load of plant people with whips whipping him as he runs past. It's like a little weird sexual fantasy of Doctor Who. Probably is. He fancied that tree lady when he was Christopher Eccleston, didn't he?
He did do.
I reckon he's getting off on this. The Doctor starts moaning and rubbing himself. I must go upstairs for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He says.
Join me in 5 minutes.
Plant person.
Okay.
Only if you got
bring
some
my
bricks.
bring my bricks.
Yeah. Plant prostitutes. You have to pay with bricks, and then they whip your penis.
With the bricks. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's not what happens. Until he's being whipped by all the plants.
All of the plants.
All the
Every
plants.
plant.
Just he's lying down there in a circle
Does
around
it how many plants are in this room that are whipping Doctor Who?
The room is filled with vegetable life, it says.
That could mean anything. They could be like mushrooms. I mean,
Vegetable life,
Right.
Is that what you say about plants? Do you call it vegetable life?
Well, apparently it's vegetables that are alive. So vegetables like cauliflowers and
Yeah, living broccoli.
yeah.
Well, I mean, broccoli is alive until you kill it, right?
Yeah, that's why it's vegetable.
But it doesn't use a whip. Alright, so he's being whipped by other plants. After some time, the Doctor is also very haggard. He bumps into a ventilation shaft,
Hey!
then continues on his way.
Oh.
Suddenly, one very big plant wraps its
Gives him a
tendrils.
right old whip.
No, it wraps its tendrils around the Doctor, and he is finding it increasingly difficult breathe. Actually, that's his breath, and he is finding it increasingly difficult breath. Presumably that to breathe.
This is really exciting, original Doctor Who. This is
plant
getting
people.
you.
Suddenly, a voice rings out.
Oh,
You have caused your own death, Doctor. Soon you will die of suffocation, and there is not a thing you can do to stop this. So just enjoy the beauty of our gardens before your inevitable and unstoppable death. The voice breaks into manic laughter. Ah ha ha ha. That's how that one laughs, isn't it? No, if I can just get to that. The Doctor passes out with the voice's laughter ringing through the whole room.
The voice's laughter.
Thus ends episode 2, with the Doctor's life in great danger. Can he destroy the plants and save himself? Read on. It's like the end of a Great British episode, because that's not what you do in scripts, is it? Like, put some questions for the reader. Will Doctor Who survive? Yes, he will. You've read the synopsis. All right, so Doctor Who walked to Plant Zone.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Then he got whipped by loads of plants. All right. And then one plant wrapped itself around him and choked him unconscious. And the episode ended. The theme tune played. We were all really excited. We had to wait a whole week to find out what's going to happen
can he get out of
to
that?
Doctor Who. Fortunately for our listeners, we're just going to do the next bit now, so they don't have to wait a whole week. Life's better now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's find out what amazing thing Doctor Who could possibly do to get out of this terribly deadly situation.
Yes. Let's.
All right, so episode 3. The plant wrapped around the Doctor loosens its grip. The Doctor stirs. He suddenly leaps up. This is the reveal. He passed out, and the way that you're getting over that is that he wakes up. Nothing's changed. The plant suddenly loosens its grip, and the Doctor wakes up.
No, there's reason.
No, there isn't. He leaps up and dashes over to the ventilation shaft. He takes something from his pocket and rams it into the shaft. Something. The shaft makes
He starts fucking the ventilation shaft.
The shaft makes strange noises and then stops working because of the thing that he shoved in it. Could have been a jelly baby, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it was.
A plant's tendril is closing in on the Doctor. See, that's what happened. Basically, he got like suffocated by plants, and then they went, leave him alone. So he woke up and then defeated them.
Yeah, I'm really good at cliffhangers.
Yeah. A plant's tendril is closing in on the Doctor. It is about to strangle the Doctor, but it begins to sway and drops to the floor. The Doctor scans the room. All over it, plants are withering, collapsing and dying.
Why? What's he done to the ventilation shaft?
The voice stops laughing. Apparently the voice has been laughing all this time. What have you done? I have shut off their carbon dioxide supply, which was coming through this one ventilation shaft here, just the one. So I shoved a thing in it, which was in my pocket. Fortunately, I had my patented stop ventilation shaft from working thing, which I shoved in it and it stopped working.
Immediately started to die.
Yes, they need such a constant supply of lots of carbon dioxide.
Yeah, you'd think if they needed that much, maybe you'd have it coming from more than one shaft.
Yeah. And the voice says, but without a constant supply, they'll be dead. Mm-hmm. Not they'll die, they'll be dead. Yes, rather unfortunate. The Doctor is quite sad. Vicious murderer. Look who's talking. You shall die for what you have done. I was under the impression that I was going to die anyway. The voice does not answer. The Doctor decides to leave and walks off through the rapidly dying plants.
Stop talking to the tannoy Doctor.
Which can hear you. Sorry.
Yeah, and walk off through the rapidly dying plants. So that's just bollocks, isn't it?
I mean, I love your writing, especially your teenage writing. But I think that may be the worst cliffhanger resolve I've ever read.
Yeah, two in a row, in fact, because it's like, first of all, it just kind of lets him go, and he leaps up magically.
And then, that's true. And then he shoves a thing in a ventilation shaft, and they all die.
Yeah, kills them all by shoving a thing in a ventilation shaft, cutting off their carbon dioxide. Well, he's still there breathing it out of them, isn't he?
You're applying knowledge from school, though, aren't you? That's what you're doing. You've learned at school that plants need carbon dioxide to live. Yeah. What you haven't understood is they don't need a constant supply. Like if you switch it, you thought they're like humans.
Yeah.
So if you no
Yeah,
oxygen.
but even if you cut the oxygen off in
Yes.
this room, we wouldn't immediately start swaying and fall over and die.
You've thought they're like humans, but also not had an enormous amount of knowledge about
Yeah.
humans. You know, if you stick someone underwater, they start dying immediately.
Yeah.
No oxygen. I think that's the knowledge you're applying here.
Yeah.
You're putting two pieces of knowledge together and coming up with something utterly illogical. But brilliant. So Doctor Who escaped the killer plants by cutting off their carbon dioxide supply.
Right.
And they immediately died. Elsewhere on the Aranthran spaceship, we see Receiving Room K. The two scientists and the two men are in here. They are all sat on the floor, not playing Monopoly. Suddenly on the table without legs appears the secretary. She gets up, she looks at the men.
I know, I prefer it if, like, suddenly on the table, without legs, appears the secretary.
Yeah. Half the secretary appears.
legs gone?
They must be in the promotion room. This is the execution room. My legs have been promoted, but I haven't. No, the secretary says...
promoted to arms. And they're just she's got 4 arms now, sticking out of her.
We see Receiving Room K. Oh no, I've already done that bit.
Oh,
So yeah, the secretary appears with no legs
with
on.
no legs, yeah, okay.
Do not sit in the presence of a lady. Good advice, I'll remember it. Do not be insolent, stand. No, we were here first, and we're keeping our seats. They're sitting on the floor, I think that's a joke. You have just broken the law. You shall all be destroyed. Refusing the order of a lady is the ultimate crime. We're going to be executed anyhow, so what does it matter? Besides, you're no longer a lady, you're done for also.
Done for.
What? What are you saying? Oh god, Scientist A and Scientist B, what the fuck? Weren't they like just one high pitch, one low pitch? There's... Why? Why do I... Alright, they're going to be man A and man... basically, Scientist A and Scientist B have just become mute. Alright?
You're just going to mount me, okay.
And they're going to be man A and man B, I've decided, because I
clever.
can't keep up with it. He is saying that us 5 are going to die very shortly. On what charge?
Yeah, like she needs one.
Lying. Nah, I don't believe you. I was going to
Grandpa
Grandpa do then, wasn't it?
Ah,
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I haven't lied for at least 12 years. Liar. The man called the doctor. You said you'd killed him, but he is still alive. Shut up. I don't believe any of you, and I am going straight to Lady Amantha. You can try, but you won't be able to see her. That's because she's invisible now.
Yeah. Or like maybe she lost her eyes as well as her legs.
Yeah, maybe. Or they're somewhere else. They got promoted to feet.
Yeah.
Because the lock is on the outside.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's a running joke, I think.
Is that a joke?
I guess so. They keep mentioning the fact the lock's on the outside. I guess it's a running gag. We see the blue police box. It is still in the tractor beam room.
That's what that room is.
The blowtorches are still where they were. Once again, the TARDIS blurs and changes into a blowchalk.
Blow chalk.
And changes into a blowtorch. Seconds later, the doctor enters the room. He looks about and then leaves.
Oh, an idiot.
So he can't recognise... If that's what happens, if you've got a TARDIS that works and therefore it changes its shape, and you don't have some way of recognising it, you're never going to be able to find your own TARDIS, right? Ever.
Yeah, also, you wouldn't be able to get in it anyway, would you, if it turned into a fucking blowtorch?
No chance. Seconds later, oh no, they've done that, and then leaves. We see him walking down a corridor. Now, how do I get out of here? Pity I haven't got the TARDIS.
But he hasn't, he doesn't realise, because it's turned into a blowtorch.
Yeah, because it's turned into something without a door, so it doesn't matter if he's got it or not.
Maybe I should have got inside that blowtorch I saw there.
With a big door on it.
Yeah, that massive blowtorch.
With 2 blue doors.
And roundels inside. And Doctor Who standing in it. I should have got in that. What was I thinking?
But Adric inside waving at me. Yes.
Doctor Who, Doctor Who.
Will you get a TARDIS, Doctor Who?
Adric, what are you doing inside that blowtorch with roundels? K9 is with you. Yeah. Affirmative. And there are Leela's boobs. Boobly, boobly, Doctor Who. Boobly. Yes, boobly, boobly, Leela.
Yeah, that may sound like a massively misogynist joke to make, but actually it was a cutting satire of what Doctor Who was like when Leela was in it, wasn't it?
Yes, exactly.
Because that was what she was there for.
Exactly.
To say boobly, boobly Doctor Who. I mean, essentially, that was her role.
Yes, say boobly. Say it again.
All right, so never mind. There's bound to be a transporter which goes to Earth somewhere. It's just a question of finding it. The Doctor wanders off in search of a transportation unit.
That will take him to Earth. There's bound to be one somewhere.
Bound to be. We see John and the policeman arrive outside the Aranthran TV offices. Haven't seen them for a while. Hello.
Yay!
But a few hours ago, you were saying how we shouldn't follow, and now we're racing after the old fellow. Racing. Really, you youngsters are awful at making your minds up.
Oh, I forgot that Jamie was in this. I see all this fucking space shit.
Absolutely. Oh, do be quiet. Do be quiet, policeman who... whatever your name is. I'm sorry. Looks rather hurt. No, it's me who should be apologising.
Oh, they're going to les up.
I think so. I didn't mean to snap at you. I'm becoming more like the Doctor every day.
He's always snapping at people, isn't he?
Yes, well, I am an awful moaner, so I'm sorry.
Ooh, that's bedroom talk, that.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Now do be quiet.
You be quiet.
Yes, sorry.
He looks hurt.
Yeah,
Don't be upset and hurt because I
That's
told you to
basically
be
what
all
it's-
quiet and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're
I
such
am
a-
sorry. Now do be quiet.
You're such
Yes,
a-
sorry. Please don't let's start that again.
You're such a great-looking, beautiful policeman person.
You are a lovely-looking lady with a dress on.
Do you like my dress, do you?
I would like to see what is underneath your dress.
I'd like to show you.
Oh, let's have a look then. Oh, what a surprise. I wasn't expecting one of those down there, but I am surprisingly pleased by it.
Policemen like to blow whistles, don't they? Would you like to blow on my whistle?
I only like to blow flesh whistles. Do you mind if I have a blow on yours?
You can blow it now. It's gone all stiff and hard. Would you like to blow it?
Please don't let's start that again. Oh, sorry. Oh, Jesus. I think we should hear this to get... All right. This is an amazing comic scene by Howard. All right, so... really, you youngsters are awful at making your minds up. Oh, do be quiet. I'm sorry. No, it's me that should be apologising. I didn't mean to snap at you. I'm becoming more like the Doctor every day. Yes, well, I am an awful moaner, so I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I am sorry, now be quiet. Yes, sorry. Please don't let's start that again. Oh, sorry. Shut up. God, you are insufferable. Yes, I know. You're almost... Oh, God. You're almost not human sometimes.
Oh.
Policeman, he looks worried for a second,
Oh.
then smiles. Yes, well, I was even worse as a child.
Oh, it's the master.
I had no doubt about that. Well, are we going in or not? Says F policeman. Yes, come on. We see the two enter the building. We see the inside of the building. There's a new female secretary at the desk. She is Lady Croyd.
The nude female secretary.
Yeah, Lady Croyd. She looks up. She looks up at
She's
the...
Lady Croyd. Why is she a secretary if she's Lady Croyd?
She's Lady Croyd, the
Why
secretary.
isn't she eating cucumber sandwiches and sipping on a sarsaparilla? Why is she fucking like secretarialising at a desk?
No, the secretary, the previous secretary, when she arrived in the execution room, she said she was a lady, and then the bloke said...
Yeah, but I thought she just meant like female.
Yeah, but the bloke said not anymore.
Oh, right, so they cut her penis off.
Yeah, but what I'm
You're the
thinking
man
is...
now.
What I'm thinking is, although Lady Amantha is called Lady Amantha and none of the others are, maybe that's just a general title for being a kind of woman who's not in prison.
Okay, yeah.
All right, I need a new voice for Lady Croyd. Who haven't I used yet?
Australian.
Good plan.
Australian woman.
So, you dare to return, Man 7? What? Wait, you shouldn't be on the desk. So, you intended on sneaking in and bringing down vengeance.
Yeah, okay, Birmingham's good too.
It's totally Australian. She laughs.
So, I told you I'm bringing in these things to
That's
Joe.
not what I was doing. Well, well, you shall perish under the gun of Lady Croyd. She takes a gun from a drawer. No, wait, I came here with this prisoner. He grabs John, who struggles. Doesn't say anything, though. Why is he a prisoner? The policeman covers John's mouth. She is the friend of a man named the Doctor, who is... Did you say Doctor? Well, yes. Congratulations, Man 7. You have done extremely well, and I am sure that Lady Amantha will find it in herself to forgive you. There may even be a promotion in it for you. Oh, no.
Yeah, what a promotion. Oh, your legs will be off.
I'd like my legs where they are. Thank you very much. Why, thank you.
Just
Your...
step into the legs off room. You just stick me in the ear.
I'm not sure I want to go to the legs off room.
There's nothing sinister about the legs off room, is there? Oh no, it's absolutely fine, Bonza.
I like the idea that they have a room for everything. No matter what they're going to do. I think it gets really complicated. Like they're going to make a cup of tea. You can't go into the making a cup of tea room. You've got to go in the... I've got to go to getting the tea bag out of the cupboard room. And then the cup room. And putting the tea bag in the cup room. And the boiling water room.
Yeah, but no one ever thought to build a drinking tea room, so you just have to throw it away.
Waste of time.
Throw away your tea room.
Throw away your tea because no one built a drinking tea room.
Good. That's a Ranthorne Society nailed right there.
That's
lampooned.
Why, thank you, your ladyfulness, your highness, your worship, your. Yes, well, don't overdo it, or I'll have you fed to the Gatams.
The Gatams?
The Gatams, or the Shiv Commands.
Or the Shiv Commands?
The Shiv Commands.
Shift Command?
Yeah, the
Command.
the Gatams or the Shift Commands.
Is that like gate hams, as in like pigs that hang around by gates? Gate hams.
Gate hams, yeah.
And shift commands as in shift command on a computer.
Yeah, so
On a Mac.
that's what she's going to feed him to.
It feeds you to the Mac.
Yeah. John manages to speak by shifting his her head. It's like you've just remembered that you weren't supposed to be writing a companion with no name, but you're still calling him John. I mean, for ages you've been calling him him, and he and stuff. But then you went, oh no, I've got to say
by shifting that's boobs.
Stroke there. Yeah. John adjusts his her boobs. And then scratches his her penis.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
It's like covering all bases, making sure he's got everything.
Yeah.
Wilco, you traitor! Quiet! Grabs and covers John's mouth again. These earth creatures are such a noisy race. Convert him to an unconscious state, man 7. Yes, your croydness.
This dialogue just like trips off the tongue.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. Render her into an unconscious state, man 7. Yeah.
Yes, your croydness. Right, the policeman bangs John's head against the wall, and John's body goes limp.
But his head stays solid. Good.
Man 7, actually, what I meant when I asked for you to make him unconscious was for you to maybe inject her with something. No, him that time. So that's obviously someone else.
Inject, no, because it's quite specific what she means at this point. Inject her with something.
All right, so... Man 7, actually what I meant when I asked for you to make him unconscious was for you to maybe inject her with something or use a stun ray, not half kill him. Oh, policeman, oh sorry, he grins. We see.
Is that where it ends?
That's it. That's where you gave up. You just went, this is fucking awful.
It took me long enough to realise.
Oh my god, why am I bothering? You went, or you got distracted and started writing another similar but not quite the same script. Finish it for the listener, because otherwise they're going to be really, they're going to be frustrated.
So do you want to go away and write it, or do you just want to make it up now?
God no, I want to make it up. So, what situation do we find ourselves in? Where's the Doctor? The Doctor's looking for a transportation to Earth. He's on the spaceship looking for a transportation, right?
Yeah, he's gone. They must have one somewhere, and he should know for a fact they do, because he came up with a name for one earlier, didn't he? Teleportation tableau.
Tableau, yeah. They definitely have. Jamie John is in that TV office.
Yeah, he's just been she's been banged on the head,
and he's unconscious with the policeman who's about to get killed by an Australian woman, Lady Kroll or whatever her name was.
Kroll. Yeah, Lady Kroll. And and PC John Wilkinson has turned out to be Man 7. He's called Man 7 in his name.
Yeah.
From the Seven family.
Yeah. Anyway, and Lady Amantha's just like bombing around, getting annoyed with people and having them destroyed in the execution room.
Including Man A and Man B, because that was how the titling worked originally. Was Man A and Man B, but they didn't realise they could only have 26 men, so they went like, maybe we should have used numbers. So they started again. So Doctor Who's evaded Plant Zone, and he's looking for a teleportation tableau.
Yeah, but is there there's a bunch of men and scientists going to get killed, right? And we don't care about them. Can we just say the next scene is them getting killed, so we don't have to worry about that?
We'd have to actually do it scene by scene, do we? Can we just decide
Yeah,
how we
totally.
would end
but,
the story?
Yeah, I'm just saying that's what happens next. No, I'm not saying do it next, but that in the story, all the men and the scientists get killed next, and the secretary. They're all dead. Yeah, you watch them get have their legs chopped off or whatever, and they're dead.
Oh no! What should happen is the Doctor Who should get re-caught, and they should all get executed, but somehow he magically escapes because he's brilliant.
Okay. All right, so he gets re-caught because he's just walking down corridors.
Yeah.
And he gets caught by a plant.
Yeah.
Right, and the plant takes him back to the execution room.
Yeah.
Where he's got to hang out with those men, scientists, and the legless woman.
Yes.
And then how do they get killed? Because
they get taken to the execution room, don't they?
Yeah, but what happens in the execution room?
I know what's happened is Doctor Who has realised he's not a fucking moron anymore.
Yeah.
And he realises that blowtorch is the TARDIS. So he's gone back, grabbed the blowtorch, slipped it in his pocket,
right, okay.
got himself captured.
And then he goes to the execution room, but they don't get executed. What happens is the TARDIS decides to turn back into a big blue police box in his pocket and crushes the other 5 to death.
Okay.
Right, and they're all dead under the TARDIS, like the Wicked Witch in Wizard of Oz.
But he doesn't die because he's Doctor Who, so he regenerates
it's in his
into
pocket.
Peter Davison.
No, it's in his pocket, so it kind of goes vroom, out of his pocket. But because it's next to him, it's in his coat pocket.
He's suddenly inside it magically.
Yeah,
because he's bigger on the inside than he is on the outside.
Yeah, his pocket's bigger on the inside than he is on the outside of his TARDIS.
Yeah,
yeah.
The Doctor and he escapes.
He's in the TARDIS, and all the other guys are dead under it with their feet sticking out, shriveling up like the witch. Yeah. Right. So he flies off in his TARDIS, spins around, and flies off into space. Right. And then arrives at Andrew Wilkinson's house.
Yeah.
PC Andrew Wilkinson's house. No one there.
Yeah.
So he's like, go to the TV station.
That's strange. I told them to wait. So he's a look around John Wilkinson's...
Yeah. What is going on? Why are there no people here? Where is Jamie and his skirt?
Yeah, and he has a look in PC John Wilkinson's cupboard and finds like loads of photographs of him with his arm around Lady Amantha.
Yeah.
Back when they were best friends.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, and he's like, this is very suspicious. What is going on? I'd better go to the TV station again and see what is going on.
Yeah.
And there he gets there, and they're just about to send Jamie and PC Wilkinson to the execution room.
Yeah.
No, in fact, they do, right? Let's take him back there again. He's really annoying.
Why doesn't he
just gets there at the end of the episode, at the end of episode 3, right?
Oh, no,
that's the cliffhanger.
Just the end of it.
No, it's got to be 4 episodes. But the 4th episode is going to be really just running around in circles, right?
But when I was writing for it, they had 3 episode stories.
Okay, but now it's 4 because the cliffhanger is he just arrives just as Lady Kroll is pressing the button to send him to the execution room, and he's like, "Wait!" but he's too late. He doesn't make it. End of episode. Next one, right? Just to keep in keeping with your way of dealing with cliffhangers, he says, "I will use my reverse time device, which I have in my pocket, which brings them back," and it brings them back, and they're just there.
Okay.
And then they kill Lady Kroll by Doctor Who goes crazy and caves her head in with a baseball bat.
Sure, okay. And this is at the point where the Orangutans realise they really need to step up their main plan, which is to kill everyone via TVs.
Yeah.
Because they've just been silencing people so far, so they've got to move forward the main plan.
So Lady Amantha presses the turn TVs into killer robots button.
Yeah.
And all the TVs on Earth.
Arms.
Yeah, stand up and start shooting lasers at people.
Yeah.
And everyone dies. So everyone's dead except Jamie and Doctor Who.
Okay, and then Doctor Who, what Doctor Who does is he gets like a big salami and he puts a kilt on it. And he lets it get caught.
Yeah, and where are we going with this idea?
Right, and they put it on the teleportation tableau and zap it up, but they didn't realise that he's put a bomb in it, which he's made.
Okay, so that is he's basically disguised the salami as Jamie.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because they can't tell the difference between humans and sausages.
Okay, it's their blind spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And that's something you probably should have set up in episode 1. We'll go back and change it so that we have a scene where one of the Aranthrans, or maybe the secretary, is talking to a lunch.
Yeah.
Like it's what do you want? And but it's just she's like, oh no, it's a sausage.
Yeah.
Why can we Aranthrans not tell the differences between sausages and humans?
It's important to flag that up early. Yeah, it's a good
totally.
plan. Yeah.
All right, and then it blows up, and the ship blows up, and then Jamie and the Doctor are alone on Earth with no people and a lot of killer televisions.
And they need to repopulate.
First, they need to stop the TVs, right? Or do the TVs self-destruct when they've done their job?
Yeah, definitely.
Why
the
don't they
TVs
kill-
have still killed each other.
All right,
They've run out of
okay.
things to kill, so they killed each
Why
other.
didn't they kill the Jamie and Doctor Who?
Because
Jamie and Doctor Who.
because
Sorry, Jamie and the Doctor Who.
because the TARDIS has a shield,
Yeah.
and he's still got it in his pocket,
Okay.
even though it's full size.
Oh, okay. So he's still... I like that. Yeah. He's carrying the TARDIS in his pocket, the full-size TARDIS.
Because his pockets are bigger on the inside than they are on the out.
Yes.
Trans-dimensional engineered trousers he's got,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
and it just ends with them bumming, trying to repopulate the planet Earth.
Going, why is this not working, Jimmy? Why are you not having babies? Yeah. And that's the
Keeps
end
moving
of
forwards in time to check to see if there's any babies, but there aren't any.
Doctor Who does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just wait here, Jamie. I'm just going to check the future.
I'll have a little look.
No, bum harder. I reckon that should get the show cancelled.
That it? That good? I think that's a good ending.
I don't know. Do you think our listeners will be satisfied? Basically, the last scene is going to be a dead Earth, and I reckon there's
Yeah.
bodies everywhere because the TVs aren't going to clean up after themselves, are they? Like broken down buildings. They've got lasers. There's going to be destruction everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just the Earth is covered in rubble. It's like a war zone, but over the whole world. And so you get to see lots of different places, all broken down. No people. Everyone's dead.
Okay, I know what we can
And then
do.
zoom in. Right, you maybe zoom out gradually. Yeah, that's what you do. You show some different places, like you show London and Paris and New York and stuff, and then you zoom out and show the whole Earth, and it's just all like smoking, and it's all like it's just broken. And then you zoom back in again, and there's Doctor Who bumming Jamie, surrounded by broken down buildings and dead people, going, "Come on, Jamie, we've got." We've got to recreate the human race. Me, a Time Lord, and a man.
Little Howard dreamed of being a writer, and so he sat and wrote to every night. But everything he wrote was fucking shite, yeah. Wubba-dubba-doo, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Worst Writer in the World.
With me, Howard Long.
No, that's the beginning. We've
Okay,
done
right,
that.
right.
No, but that was the final part
What?
of the young Howard written Siege. So next week, and the week after, we'll be listening to my brand new Siege ending, which is completely original and certainly not just a collection of callbacks and references to things that young Howard wrote. Definitely not that. It's really, really original and surprising.
So I will be handing over the torch, the flame of Sarn itself, to Rufus Penzance.
And I will do my best to live up to your torch, even though I have no idea what you're talking about, because I think you might be referencing Doctor Who, and I don't know much. All I know about Doctor Who is that he likes to say, bye-bye, Jamie, goodbye, K9.
Oh, bye-bye, Lila.
And, oh, by the way, we will be saying bye-bye to all of our patrons on the final episode of Siege.
Wow.
So, if you would like to hear Doctor Who say bye-bye to you, make sure you sign up for as little as $2 a month, and you will.
And please do remember to join the Worst Writer in the World Facebook group and get on board with the quiz. The quiz questions will
Siege
probably
quiz.
be happening very soon. You just got to answer them,
Yeah.
and then you could win Power of the Daleks.
We probably should do it at this point, because the quiz should be about the original Siege, not my stupid ending, shouldn't it? So all the Siege quiz questions should be about the real Siege. Like the classic series, not the new series, basically. All right, thanks for listening, everybody. Bye, milk.
Bye-bye, Milk.
He's a stupid, suck-ass, rubbish writer. Yeah.